You know what scares me? The idea of living a life filled with regret. Wondering about all the things I didn't try, the places I didn't go to, the experiences I didn't have. That scares me more than anything else. So when I feel myself pulling away from life, retreating into my comfort zone, this is what I do. That's when you become unstoppable. In today's episode, we're going to talk about why curiosity is your superpower, why embracing the unknown can set you free, and how to use your imagination to manifest your dreams. Let's get started. The journey is full of twists and turns, surprises and setbacks, and the only way to navigate it successfully is to be curious, to be open to new experiences, and to be willing to learn from everything that comes your way. If you're not curious, if you're not willing to embrace the unknown, then you're going to miss out on so many of the wonderful things that life has to offer. You're going to be stuck in your comfort zone, and you'll never truly be free. I remind myself that the only way out is through. This story is about a man named Danny, who had a very ordinary life. Throughout their adventure, Danny learned that the only limitations he had were the ones he imposed on himself. With each passing day, he became more confident, more adventurous, and more open to the possibilities that life had to offer. Eventually, Danny realized that the journey wasn't just about reaching a specific destination. It was about the growth and transformation he was experiencing along the way. He learned that the unknown wasn't something to be feared, but rather something to be embraced. And he discovered that his imagination was the key to unlocking a world of endless possibilities. He worked a boring job, had no real friends, and felt like there was no hope for him. One day, he met a mysterious woman named Luna, who invited him to join her on an adventure to a faraway land. At first, Danny was hesitant. He didn't know where this adventure would lead him or what challenges he would face. But he knew that his life couldn't go on like this. So he decided to follow Luna and see where the journey would take him. Ask for advice from those who have walked the path you're about to embark on. Your imagination is one of the most powerful tools you have at your disposal. What resonated with you the most? I'm really interested in hearing your thoughts. So ask questions, explore new things, and never stop believing in the power of your dreams. I'll leave you with this quote from the legendary Steve Jobs. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. And if you have any stories of your own that you'd like to share, please don't hesitate to comment below. Who knows? You might even inspire someone else on their journey. It's the place where your dreams are born and where your reality is created. First, you need to believe that it's possible to build a thriving business in today's economy. Then create a clear and vivid mental image of what your business would look like. See it in your mind's eye. Feel the sense of accomplishment and pride that comes with running a successful business, and believe with all your might that it's possible for you to achieve. Finally, take action. Start by doing some market research, developing a business plan, or talking to potential customers. As you take action, your imagination will start to expand. You'll see new opportunities and possibilities that were previously hidden from you. And the more you believe in your dream, the faster it will manifest in your life. When you imagine something vividly, when you see it in your mind's eye, you're actually creating a magnet that draws those things into your life. Be curious about everything and never stop asking why. I promise you, it will change your life. The only way to overcome fear is to face it head on. The only way to escape the regrets in our lives is to chase after them, to turn that ship around and set sail for uncharted waters. First, you have to believe that it's possible. You have to see it as a real and tangible possibility. Then you need to create a clear and vivid mental image of what you want. See it in your mind's eye, feel it in your heart, and believe it with all your might. Once you've done that, you need to take action. You have to move towards your goal, no matter how small the steps may seem. As you take action, your imagination will start to expand. You'll see new possibilities and opportunities that were previously hidden from you. And the more you believe in your dream, the faster it will manifest in your life. It's scary, yes, but it's also exhilarating. It's like jumping off a cliff and learning how to fly on the way down. And the view from up there is absolutely breathtaking. One of the most important lessons I've ever learned in my life is that sometimes you have to let go of what you know in order to embrace what might be. You have to shut down the voice in your head that says, I can't do this. It's too hard. It's not going to work out. And instead listen to the voice that whispers, what if? We're told to stop asking questions, to stay in our lane, to stick to the status quo. But here's the thing. Curiosity is what drives innovation, creativity, and progress. Curious People are the ones who ask the why and what if questions. They're the ones who come up with new ideas, who challenge the status quo, and who make the world a better place. What if you could do this thing that everyone thinks is impossible for you? What if you could achieve this seemingly unattainable goal? What if you could experience this life-changing adventure? When you start asking yourself these questions, when you begin to embrace the unknown, that's when the magic happens. Let's start by talking about why curiosity is so important. We live in a world that often discourages curiosity. Here's another thing I want you to remember. Life is not a destination. It's a journey. So here's my challenge to you. Start by asking more questions. Ask about things you don't understand. Ask for help when you need it. Next, let's talk about how to use your imagination to manifest your dreams. Here's how it works. Let's say you want to manifest something big, something that seems almost impossible to achieve. Here's an example. Let's say you want to start a successful business. Now, I want to share with you a story that illustrates the power of imagination and the importance of embracing the unknown. Together, they went through thick and thin, facing danger, overcoming obstacles, and discovering magical lands. If you liked this story, I'd love to hear what you took away from it. What did you learn about yourself or about life? Remember, the world is full of wonder and magic, and the only way to access it is to be curious, to embrace the unknown, and to let your imagination run wild.